So, who are you
Who are you and where'd you come from?
Yeah.
My name's Audrey. I work 2 days a week as a teaching assistant, one-on-one with a young child that has quite severe autism and is blind, visually impaired.
And what specifically do you do?
I work 2 days a week. I spend time with the child. It's mostly not in the classroom because he can be quite vocal, sort of disrupting the other children, not on purpose, it's just that's what he does. So I sit with him, and a lot of it is it's sort of getting into his world, and we do some reading. He's learned to read Braille. To be fair, he's amazing. He lost his sight when he was 7, and has severe autism, and he has learned to read Braille.
What sort of level of blind is it?
Totally blind.
Like darkness?
Yes. No shadows, no fingers. There's nothing. Yeah, totally lost his sight. He listens to a lot of things on his iPad, so he'll say to me what he wants. I think he's getting better at asking for things in a sentence, whereas before it would just be like a statement, whereas now I'm trying to get him to ask for things in a sentence, in a statement. And then, I'll be honest with you, it's mostly, it's just like, people might look and think, it's like I'm just playing with him all day. So he'll listen to something on his iPad, and then say it's a cartoon or something, or a story. Say it's a story, and he'll ask for the story, and then he'll say Zoom animals. So what I have to do with him is change the characters to zoo animals. And then if he wants to listen to it again, it will make it different, and he'll say farm animals, or sometimes he'll let me pick, and that's a new thing, because when I first started working with him, everything was what he wanted. But now I try and get him to take turns and let me do things. Like, he would never let me sing along to some of the tunes, and I couldn't help it, and I would sing and he would just put his hand on me and go no. Whereas now sometimes I am allowed to sing the songs, and I'm allowed to pick things. Not always.
So do you think that shows your growing relationship with him?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I've grew to get into his world, and at the same time I'm trying to get him to have the social skills in my world. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so then he can use what he's learned with you.
Yes.
Later on, yeah.
So for me, I feel like getting him to learn to read the Braille. He's got some books. They're not at his age level books, if that makes sense. They're probably at a lot younger, but I think he already was at the younger age of learning before he even lost his sight. So the books, but even the books, he'll read them once or twice, and then he'll go, and I'll go, come on, you're not even, because he knows what the words are. He's got an amazing sense of humour. He's honestly, he's got a brilliant sense of humour. He's got no fear. He climbs on this spider web outside, it's like a mesh. Climbs on that, because he remembers where everything was.
Is that a school that he's always been at?
Always. And the children are amazing with him because they've grew up with him. Every day he has 10 minutes soft play at the end of the day. And every day you have what is called his crew. So it's me or him picks 2 children, and they're in his crew, and at playtime, lunchtime, and the soft play, they play with him. So he's not just outside of it all the time. And then a lot of people walk past and say hello to him. Yeah, he's grew up with these children, so that there is never any teasing.
How often is he in the classroom with other children?
He's not really. He comes in and he sits with me, and then the children start coming in, and I try to keep him in the classroom till at least they've done the register, so that, or ask what they want for lunch, and then they can say their name, like here, or because what they do, they'll say good morning Jack, Bob, whatever, and then the children say good morning back. And sometimes he'll stay till then, but then the noise level in the class goes up, and he literally just will pick something up and walk, and I'm like, oh, we're going, and they want to be in the corridor, So it's not like he's been put in the corridor. He walks away and goes into the corridor because it's too noisy, and he can't hear his iPad. He can't hear it as well. Or sometimes we're only sitting 5 or 10 minutes and he'll pick stuff up, and that's the cue. He wants to be in the corridor where everything is. I mean, he's got so many things, to interact with. Because obviously it's a lot of tactile things with him, and he always asks what the colour of everything is, because he must obviously remember colours, so colour's really important. If there's anything new, or even whatever, what colour, and he'll even ask what is the colour of abstract things.
Like what?
One day we were talking, there was me and his crew, we were going to lunch, and I don't know how the conversation got into it, but somebody said magic. I said magic. I don't know, I said, oh, it's like magic. And he said, what colour is magic?
That's lovely.
And I said, for me it was yellow. It's different for everybody. I said, for me, it could be yellow. I don't see it is yellow because it hasn't got a colour, and I'm not trying to deceive him. I just say, for me it would be yellow. And one of the children we were with said, for me, miss, it would be purple because of like a wizard. Yeah. But it fascinated me because I thought there's no way I could have this conversation with adults. They'd think, what? But I loved it. It was great because it was like this bizarre conversation about the colour of magic. Yeah. And then you start thinking about what is the colour of this. But like I say, getting back to him, it's colours. He constantly asked, what colour is it? What colour is it? What colour is it? It'll be more like that. I've had to tie it up because it was all over the place, but I'll let it do what it wants. But this is just blew my mind. I'm in a tree in a pot.
Will it get much bigger than that?
I don't think so, because its roots are restricted.
Is it meant to be grow to a proper tree size?
If I put it in the ground, it would.
Well, you've got a garden.
I know, it's tempting, isn't it?